voter enthusiasm. Voter enthusiasm. What is voter enthusiasm? Voter enthusiasm is simply how much voters are willing to go out there to fight for a candidate, to push a candidate. What they are willing to do, how far they are willing to go to push a candidate. How excited about a candidate they are. That's voter enthusiasm. And this is one of the most important factors in any election. One of the most important factors. In fact, I'll put it in the first two most important factors in any election anywhere in the world. Voter enthusiasm, okay, or passion. Passion for the candidate. And this is so important because this is one of the things that's going to make the big difference for Peter Obi come 2023 elections. Peter Obi right now has the strongest voter enthusiasm I have ever seen for a candidate in an election in Nigeria. The strongest. I mean, there's nobody in the history of Nigerian elections that have come close to the Peter Obi passion and the voter enthusiasm for Peter Obi. Nobody. Not Abiola in 1993, not Buhari at any point in his different campaigns to become the president of Nigeria. None of them have come close. And Peter Obi's voter enthusiasm is even growing. It's even getting stronger by the day. So it's not even like it's static, it has reached its peak or that. It's growing. I did a post yesterday where I said that the Obedients are just on gear one. We're just on gear one. We're just warming up. Actually, we're just testing the microphone. By September, they're going to see even more fire. They're going to see even more enthusiasm. So Peter Obi has that. It has that. And it's so important because that's what's going to drive voters to come out for the election. It's one thing for voters to support a candidate, okay? Like in 2019, there were people that supported Atiku Abubakar. In 2015, there were people that supported Buhari or supported Jonathan. But it's another thing for voters to be passionate, die-hard passionate about a candidate. And anytime you see that in a candidate, in any election, then you know that's the candidate to beat. That's the candidate to beat. The other two contestants, the APC candidates, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the PDP candidate, Atiku Abubakar, have little or no passion, little or no voter enthusiasm. Nobody will see Asiwaju Tinubu and want to go and break their head or, you know what I mean, or go through stress for him. Who? All the people that are coming out to support Tinubu, most of them are. That's why if you talk to many of them, they will tell you, September, by September, you're going to see us by September. Why? Because they're waiting for alert. They are waiting for God to raise them and give them, mobilize them. They're waiting for mobilization. There is a difference between somebody liking a candidate and somebody being passionate for a candidate. There's a big difference. You somebody say, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. I might like a candidate, I might support the candidate, but I might not be willing to actually go out there and take risk and, and invest my money or my time for that candidate. But Peter Obi has that in abundance. In fact, Peter Obi right now is barely doing, apart from his outings, going out to speak and, do a lot of consultations, he's literally doing nothing else. The Obidient movement is driving the whole thing on their own. On their own. Even the official campaign team is barely doing anything. But Obedients are out there, driving it sacrificially, without any complaints. They are willing to do anything. And that's so important. That's so very, very needed to win the election next year. So voter enthusiasm is very key. Voter enthusiasm is the reason why Goodluck Jonathan lost the election in 2015. It's the number one reason. It's the number one reason. One of the myths out there today that a lot of people have come to believe, which is not true, is that Buhari is a very popular candidate. It's a very popular person. Buhari was so popular. And I keep asking some people, what do you mean Buhari is so popular? How popular is Buhari? Say, this guy is very popular. He's very popular in the north. He's very popular. Hello? How much votes did he get in the elections? That's how you know popularity. It's not popularity, it's popular. How much votes did he get? In 2011, Buhari got 12 million plus votes. In 2015, he got 15 million plus votes. He only went up by 3 million plus votes in between 2011 and 2015. In the same 2011, Goodluck Jonathan won the presidency with 22 million plus votes. 22 million. 22 million. In 2015, that's 2011. In 2015, Goodluck Jonathan dropped from 22 million votes to 12 million plus votes. He lost about 10 million votes. That's why I said that it's so that voter enthusiasm is the major reason why Jonathan lost in 2015. Jonathan did not actually lose the 2015 election because Buhari was so popular. No, because Buhari didn't had so much votes. People say, Jonathan voters went to Buhari. How many of them? 3 million people. 3 million people. The 10 million people that didn't come out again to vote for Jonathan in 2015. Let's assume Buhari took 3 million of that, which he added to his vote to get to 50 million plus. If the other 7 million had still come out to vote for Jonathan, he would have still beaten Buhari. So it's not about Buhari's popularity, it's about Jonathan losing his own voting base. He lost his voter enthusiasm. People were no longer passionate about him. And one of the major reasons, I'm going to talk about the reasons for that because it's so important. One of the major reasons for that is that the APC went out there and demonized him so much. They painted him like Hitler, the devil. And the PDP then, and Goodluck Jonathan himself, did not do enough to counter that. He did not do enough to push back on that. And they allowed them demonize him and bastardize him before the public eye and create a wrong perception about him. As a 2015 election, some people thought Jonathan was the most corrupt person in the world. The most corrupt person in the world. A lot of people were shocked that up to now, no single corruption case has been brought against Jonathan. None. But as a 2015 election, Jonathan looked like the most corrupt person in the world. So all that worked to create a situation where voters lost passion in Jonathan, in Goodluck Jonathan. And so most of them didn't come out to vote. That's why you see a lot of low turnout. If you go and check the 2015 election, you will notice that there was a low turnout in the South. People did not turn up. Of course, there are other factors. That's not the only factor, so don't get me wrong. There are other factors that also played, which I will not be able to talk about now, but I will talk about in subsequent videos. But voter enthusiasm was gone for Jonathan in 2015. And because of that, he lost the election. Now, Obi is the reverse, the opposite. Complete opposite. The voter enthusiasm for Peter Obi is through the roof, through the skies. Explosive. And that's going to translate into the elections next year. People are going to come out, come rain or shine. People are going to step out to vote for him. And that's so key. That is why you see the opposition, APC and PDP, are always trying to go out there to discourage you, to demoralize you. They know what they are doing. It's not because if you talk to some of them, there's whether you like it or not, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is your president. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, Atiku is your president. Atiku is coming. It's not because they know he's going to win. It's not because they are that confident. They are just trying to demoralize you. That's all they're trying to do. And those of us who understand the system, we know what they're trying to do. They're just trying to demoralize you. They want a situation where you will not be enthusiastic about Peter Obi, and eventually maybe you will not come out to vote. That day we now say, what can we do? They have already won the election. What can we do? There's nothing we can do. The system is not going to allow him. The cabal will not allow him. You think the cabal can ever allow somebody, an Igbo man, to rule? You think it's all trash nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. An Igbo man will never rule Nigeria. It's nonsense. There's nobody that has such power to do any such thing. They're just making noise. Absolute noise that they are making. Okay? They don't have any, forget them, they don't have any such power. They don't have any such power. Don't arrogate powers to them that they don't have. They don't have it. They're just making noise. They're just trying to scare you. So, but when you stand your ground, just stand your ground and continue to push. Do what you're doing. Go out there, market Peter Obi, market his qualities, market is the things you know he's going to do, and he's been talking about that he's going to do. Market it out there. See, the movement is spreading everywhere. Forget all that talk of it's only social media, with the North. See, they're just trying to say all those things to put you off. Forget them. The movement is growing and exploding by the day. It has got into the markets. It has got into all the different places that they should get into. Don't worry yourself. The old, the young, they're talking about. So just keep doing it. Keep spreading it. Forget, wasn't on Nasarawa the other day that we had a blowout. The Nasarawa march was a blowout. So somebody will say, oh, the North is not going to vote for him. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. And I'm going to talk about that subsequently. It's absolute nonsense. It's not true. Goodluck Jonathan got 400,000 votes in 2015 from Kanu. Kanu, with all the popularity of Buhari. Goodluck Jonathan got 400,000 votes from Kanu. And this is the Goodluck Jonathan I just explained to you. As at that 2015, he had a very poor voter enthusiasm working for him. As at that 2015. So is it Peter Obi that is on fire? Don't let anybody tell you all that. It's just nonsense. Okay? It's just nonsense. And so we are going to look at that subsequently. I just wanted to do this video quickly, just to encourage some of you, get your fire burning even much more as we go into September. Like I said in my post the other day, we're just in gear 1 and we're going to enter gear 2 probably sometime in September. And then we're going to move on from there. By the time we get to gear 3, gear 4, it will be a different story. We are going to win next year. Don't let anybody push you around and talk to you. Everybody, they would like to play all those tricks, all those tribalism tricks, and say things like, it's the Igbos are supporting him. The biggest supporter, go and check your Twitter. For those of us that are on Twitter, some of the biggest supporters of Peter Obi on Twitter are Yorubas, people from from Niger Delta, people from Edo State, people from the Middle Belt. They're there. Northerners, some Northerners on social media, die-hard followers of Peter Obi. So don't let anybody tell you all that. They're just trying to play pranks on you. Even on the grassroots, the same thing. The most Peter Obi-centric state today in Nigeria is Edo State. It's not a state in the southeast. In Edo State. So don't let anybody bamboozle you. Okay? Nobody should forget all that they are talking. They're just making noise. Everybody. There are Yorubas that are passionate. More passionate than some of us. For Peter Obi. There are people from the core north that are passionate. More passionate than some of us for Peter Obi. Why? Because everybody suffered. Everybody has suffered for the last 7 years. Everybody has suffered. If I go into that, this video will become a very, very long video. So don't let anybody bamboozle you that. Take care, guys. Go out there, do your thing. Peter is better, and we will win. We will win. Okay? We are going to win. God bless.